Good morning. Does anybody else remember that guy on the radio that was always like, "Wake up, America"? It's like Earl Pitts or something like that. Whatever happened to that guy? Well, he's probably gone by now, but I remember listening to him on the way to school every morning. Anyway, we got our hanging weight. We got some work to do on the strip till bar. So that's on the agenda today. We got to find out what's going on with the wiring so that we can get the monitor working again, because clearly things are not working correctly. We got to fix the pin that controls the actuator arm on the bottom of the meter housing. We got to get the front meter house unplugged. So there's some things to do before we can really start going again. So while he's vacuuming out that plug, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a screwdriver, get some of the wires exposed here, to see what the heck's going on with our monitor, see if we can't get it running again. Okay, we've got air and fertilizer on every one now. Now that we've got that unplugged, we will go ahead, shut the fan off. We're gonna calibrate the meters back here, see if it's reading correct, and try and get that agitator fixed. We gotta get this back. It is seized. We've got to get this pin back in there. Let's do 20 first. We'll do it several times.
Well, okay.
Just make sure it's gonna run. The first meter is seized, so we're gonna move it to the back tank. This thing is a real pain. If this don't work, I don't know what we're doing wrong. And then cancel that and restart it. Still nothing. Now we're thinking may have messed up some wiring here, because now the meters just won't turn at all. We can't even manually operate them with the hydraulic lines or nothing. So I'm gonna mess with this wiring, see if it kicks on. Okay, we're gonna back it in the shed because it's kind of cold out here. I found some wiring that was unplugged, probably from pulling on those wires. Plugged it back in, now the meter works fine. So we're gonna go ahead and calibrate now, see if we got everything right. Sometimes when you get upset about things breaking down, you just brute force everything, and you end up causing more problems than you had before. That was one of those situations. We were just pulling on wires, trying to figure out what was where, why the sensors weren't working for the monitor. I found the hydraulic motor power and disconnected it on accident, so at least we found it. Okay, you should be able to hit calibrate now that we got everything turning. And this meter here should fill the bag with 20 pounds. We'll go and we'll weigh it, and hopefully well, we know it's wrong because I still have product in the tank and I just ran till what I thought was empty. We're gonna find out how off it really was. Can we fit 600 pounds in this bag? We're gonna test it one more time just to make sure that we're close. Okay, we did 30.9 this time. See where it's at.
We need a better scale.
For some reason, nobody carries a hanging scale under 500 pounds. So, Dad splurged and we got the bathroom scale, which it says that there are 2 AAA batteries included on the box, and they didn't even send them with. So now we gotta get some AAA batteries.
That's even crazier than our hanging scale.
Okay, we're dead on now. So we got the agitator fixed. We're gonna calibrate the front tank now. It's all calibrated. we should be ready to go, other than the blockage monitor system is not even remotely functioning. This strip tow bar has me losing my mind. So I've come to the conclusion that this little number here, there's a 4 right next to that like disconnect looking symbol. I think that means that there's an error on sensor 4. So we're changing sensor 4 to a new sensor, and I'm gonna see if that number changes at all. If it doesn't, I have no idea what's going on. There's no manuals out here for a John Deere, it's all case. Holy sweet Jesus, it worked. It actually worked. All right, today we are officially going strip tilling. It seems to be working. All the sensors on the monitor and everything, it is all working. We got it calibrated. It should just run. It should just run. It's going to run. We've just got 30 acres left probably on this 50, maybe 25, I don't know. But we're almost done stripping around the house, and then we can finally kind of just get things flowing, because we have a lot of acres to cover, and it's already November, so. I can't make this stuff up. The battery's dead, or it just doesn't have enough to get it turned over. Why? We're off to the local auto shop to get some new batteries. Obviously the batteries weren't dead, but they're just shot. Well, the tractor started. The new batteries worked. Always fun to find out which equipment the batteries are bad on the first cold day of the season. Grab my respirator, 'cause this stuff sucks. Dad ran off with the fertilizer cart. He's dropping it off at a different farm so that when I get there, there will be fertilizer ready waiting for me. Right now, we got to finish this 50 acres around the house, and then we'll hop over to the other farm with the cart on it. It's about 40 acres, and we should get that done relatively quickly. And then we've got another 70 on down further that's going to need stripped as well, and hopefully I can get there tonight. Pedal down here, that'll turn the fertilizer on. This will turn white. None of these will be showing, and this little bar right here will go up and tell me that it's flowing through the sensors. I had a few headaches. I just shut the camera off. I had some rose plug-in and things like that. I don't think I just... Okay, now my GoPro's giving me fits, and now it's telling me that it doesn't want to work. Everything's just cold and doesn't want to do anything. It's the first day where it's real bitter cold and nothing just wants to work right. But anyway, as you can see, I'm skipping some rows as I'm doing this. I've got auto steer on the tractor, so it makes life a lot easier. I can skip rows, so I'm not turning so sharp, but that's not the only reason. This is an 8-row strip till bar, and we've got a 16-row planter. What I'm doing here is I'm skipping 3 rows, and then I'll go back in and I'll fill between those so that I'm making sure that I'm running the same way as the planter at all times. As for the strip till bar itself, why we're doing this, it's better, well, I can't really say it's better than any of the other methods as far as conventional tillage or no-till. We just like it because we're banding the fertilizer right down in the same strip as the seed. So as soon as that plant starts growing, it's got the fertilizer right there. It's your nitrogen, your phosphorus, and your potassium, N, P, and K. We're putting MAP down in the fertilizer, which is monoammonium phosphate. So there is your nitrogen and your phosphorus. And then we're also putting down potash, which is potassium. And then we're putting a little bit of sulfur in there as well. We're putting that all right underneath the seed, and that way when we come back in the spring, we'll follow the same exact strips that I'm putting in now with the planter. And it works, it does. I mean, we've done it for several years now. It's just the fact that keeping the strip till bar running is always such a problem because the fertilizer just eats everything. It rusts everything out and just, it gets plugged. It's filthy, it's rough to deal with, but not only that, but nobody's really invested good technology into it. There's not really a good monitor system for it. There's no good blockage sensors or anything like that. This monitor and sensor system is like 16 years old for a seed drill for like planting wheat and stuff like that. So there's just nothing really out there yet. We have just finished the 50 around the house. I have got a birthday party that I have got to attend. We're gonna go to that birthday party quick. We'll move to the other field. It's about 40 acres over there. We'll get that done, hopefully in the daylight as well. Move to the 70, hopefully get it filled, maybe some of that done before we have to quit. I'm gonna go ahead and get the wing pins out of this thing. These pins here. That's just so they don't come up out of the field, so. I gotta get those out before I can fold it and go down the road. None of the lines got pinched. We're good to go. Dad is getting our ammonia bar ready. He's gonna start putting ammonia down, which is just extra nitrogen for the corn. Part of our N, P, and K. He's getting this bar ready. And he should, as soon as he gets home from that birthday party, he'll head straight to this 50 that I just did because this is corn next year. And he'll go ahead and lay that ammonia right down into my strips. Well, Well, we made it back from the party. Dad went ahead and got a little caught up on the next field. Left me with a nice row. Stam pipes running all the way down it. We're gonna try and get this 40 done as fast as possible so that we can get the fertilizer cart moved over to that other farm. It's snowing. We don't need that. Alexa, turn the lights on. Okay, both of my tanks are pretty much empty. Oh yeah. Oh, it's cold. It's cold enough. Good Lord. Wish I was doing this about a week ago. It was 75 degrees. Now it's 20. That 40 is done. Now we gotta head down the road. We got a little bit of a jog down to a 70-acre field that's curves the whole time. So, and a hillside. Not fun in the dark, but we're gonna try it. We won't get the end rows on. We won't get done tonight, obviously. We've got fertilizer headed there shortly. Enough to get the whole field done, I believe, and I'll run as long as I can tonight until I need daylight, and then we'll finish her up tomorrow. Well, our first snow accumulation is November, I don't even know what day it is, the 11th. The strip till bar is loaded down. We've got the rest of the load on the wagon to finish up these acres. Let's go see how much we can get done. Well, we had to shift our guidance track, but it looks like we're dead on. Well, Dad is here with the truck to pick me up. I think I've got about, probably 30 acres done on this field anyway. I'm gonna go home, go to bed, get here in the morning and get this field finished.